Tourism Minister Honorable Clarice Modest-Kerwin led a team of MBI officials on a tour of the Morris Bishop International Airport on Tuesday morning to revisit the protocols in place and make necessary adjustments ahead of a flight expected on Friday. The tour team also included COVID-19 response coordinator Dr. George Mitchell. The flight is expected to bring 88 Grenadians who are stranded in the United States, the first with repatriated Grenadians from the U.S.
We have looked at the space for the arrivals, where they're going to be testing, and so within the next 2 weeks, we expect all of the infrastructure to be in place. And as I said, hopefully on Friday, we will see our first flight bringing in Grenadians to be repatriated from the USA. And from then on, we'll see what the airlines are offering.
The tourism minister says the incoming nationals will go through a more rigorous procedure to ensure that all the necessary protocols are adhered to.
They have to be tested, and there will be screening. There will be a more rigorous questionnaire to get information. So that will be there. And also, we're trying out, from the last batch who came, we started to try out the app that does the tracking of people and their movements, which is so critical, just in case we have somebody who is infected, then we'll know exactly where they went and know exactly where to go. So a lot of things are happening to give us that sense of comfort, but more importantly, to give the Grenadian people that sense of comfort, and of course, visitors.
She says all the arriving nationals were duly informed through the embassy in Washington that a one-off fee will be charged to offset the cost of quarantine and testing.
Government has tried as far as possible to subsidize or to meet costs in repatriation, especially where the cruise ship crews were involved. And by the way, we brought in 113 yesterday, our biggest batch so far. And after that, we think the numbers will begin to get much less and much more manageable. But we are all aware that the revenues of government have significantly depleted. And therefore, we will be asking, and we've communicated that to our embassy in Washington, that we will be asking them to contribute something to the testing. There will be just one flat cost, very reasonable. And I say that because there may be necessity to do repeat tests, but there will be just one charge, bearing in mind that everybody is suffering negatively from the impact of COVID. So that is being communicated so that when persons come, they will know that they have to contribute to the quarantine and to the testing.
Minister Modest-Kerwin says the arrival of the repatriated Grenadians can be seen as a simulation for what's to come when the borders are officially opened.